Pouch resets and liquid diets are just the bariatric version of yo-yo dieting. Today we're talking about pouch resets, liquid diets, and why you need to reset the way you think about resetting your pouch or sleeve. So let's start with the most obvious question. What the heck is a pouch reset? Well, there's actually two methods that people use. The first method is a pouch reset. It basically mimics the diet that you were given after you had your bariatric surgery. It severely restricts your calories and your food intake and lasts from 8 to 10 days. It starts out on clear liquids, moves to full liquids, and then you progress to pureed foods, soft foods, and then by day 10, you're supposed to be on your healthy diet. The second method is the liquid diet. That method is supposed to mimic the liquid diet that a lot of surgeons give their patients before they have surgery. It's basically just protein shakes and other liquids. So what is all the rage and why are people trying to do this? I can't tell you how many times on Facebook I see people asking left and right about what is a pouch reset and how do you do it. The biggest reason why someone would want to take this on is because their eating has gotten out of hand. They're eating bad foods, they're eating too much, and they feel like this can help them restart their journey. They think that after the 10 days, they're going to magically be able to eat the foods that they weren't eating before, and they're going to somehow be able to keep on track with their healthy lifestyle that they were unable to establish before the pouch reset. Another reason why people like to do this is because they feel like they've stretched their pouch and they really want to feel that restriction again that they had when they first had the surgery. The problem is that you will never have that same amount of restriction that you first had. Just the fact that your tissues in your stomach are so swollen from the surgery, once you heal and your body gets back to normal, there's no way you're going to feel that restriction just from that factor alone. It would take several years of constantly eating too much food to even begin to stretch out your stomach. And even if it was a worst case scenario, you could never stretch it back out to where it was before you had the surgery. So you might be wondering, is there ever a right time to have a pouch reset? My answer would be yes and no. If your doctor tells you to do it, then obviously you should listen to your doctor or find a new one. But the problem that I've come across and the inconsistencies with the bariatric surgery in general from hospital to hospital is that half of the people that I've seen have the surgery have not been required to do any type of liquid diet beforehand. So that tells me that even doctors are divided on this. If it was such a great tool and something that worked so well, why wouldn't it be prescribed to everybody? Why wouldn't every single doctor and bariatric surgeon tell their patients to do this? So let's say you've regained some weight, you've put on a couple of pounds, you feel like you're eating too much, you feel like you're eating the wrong thing. What's the harm in trying it? Well, I'm here to tell you. For one, weight loss is 100% a mental game. You're putting yourself on this mental roller coaster that you do not need to be on. If you think about it, pouch resets and liquid diets are just the bariatric version of yo-yo dieting. It's perpetuating your unhealthy relationship with food. Another problem is insulin resistance. There have been studies that show that yo-yo dieting, which for our purposes means going from a high calorie diet to a low calorie diet. High calorie, low calorie, back and forth. Unhealthy foods, healthy foods. It can cause problems for those who have PCOS like me. It may also affect your blood glucose. Your body will have a hard time keeping a steady level when you're going back and forth, back and forth. That can cause an issue for diabetics and those who have hypoglycemia. A side effect of the surgery for me was getting reactive hypoglycemia, which means my blood sugars will drop if I don't keep them steady throughout the day. If I eat too much of a bad food and it spikes my sugar levels, then I crash and I get really dizzy and I almost pass out and feel super sick. Another common problem for diets that restrict your calorie intake is you can lose muscle mass. You might be losing fat and you might be losing weight, but you're also losing muscle. So when you're on that yo-yo diet, and you go back to where you were before you started the restrictive diet, you're gaining fat a lot more easily. The other problem with it is it slows your metabolism. And your metabolism is just a fancy word for how your body turns calories into energy. It's how it turns the food you eat into fuel. So when you have a high metabolism, it means you're burning more calories throughout the day. When you have a low metabolism, you're burning less calories throughout the day. So when you're done with your pouch reset, and you haven't mentally changed anything, while you're eating the food you were eating before that are probably higher in calories, your body is turning those calories into fat because it has a slow metabolism now and it can't burn it like it should. So, What is the solution to this problem? Throw out all your pouch resets, all your 2-week liquid diet, all your fad diets, all your yo-yo diets. You have to change how you think. You need to identify the behavior that's making you put the weight back on, that's making you eat these bad foods. What is triggering you to make bad decisions? What is tripping you up to eat the bad food? Do you need to start exercising? Do you need to drink more water? Do you need to cut out soda? Do you need to cut out juices? I am a big sweets person, so when I started this channel, I made it my mission to find healthier recipes for desserts and things that I like that satisfy that sweet tooth. You have Greg Doucette's cookbook that is filled with tons of healthy recipes that are very filling, that as a bariatric patient would last us probably 6 different meals. Are you eating too much? Do you need to practice portion control? One way that I try to do portion control is I put everything on my plate that I think I want to eat, that I think I'm going to be able to eat, and I cut it in half. I put half in a container and I leave half on my plate. I eat all my food, and if 30 minutes later I'm still hungry, then that tells me mentally, next meal I need to add a little bit more. If I'm stuffed and I can't eat that half a portion, then that also tells me I can take a little bit off my plate next time. If you need ideas for workouts, go back to my videos. Check out the weightlifting workouts that are so super easy. You only need a couple pieces of equipment, if that. I'm sure you can find heavy things around your house to lift up and build those muscles. The weightlifting is so low impact, you can sit down and do it. So I just wanted to remind you guys that your journey for weight loss is not over until you throw in the towel. It's been 7 years since I had bariatric surgery, and I still have over 100 pounds left to lose. But progress is progress, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. And remember, reasons first, results later. So thanks for watching the video today. If you got any kind of value out of it, give it a like, and we'll see you in the next one.